Hey, welcome. It's Robin Carlion from Robin's Authentic Wellness, and I am here to bring you your weekly reading. It is the first day of March. Yay! So that is so exciting. I'm looking forward for spring to come. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Courage. Courage is the energy for this week. So, like many people out there, we are probably finding that we're having all of these ideas and we're having all of these ideas like popping into our head. And so this is part of the transitioning into the Aquarius energy that we are still transitioning into. So this is that creative thinking, that is the independence, being independent and individual. So what that means is there's new things happening and you want to launch new things. You want to start on a new path. You're looking forward into your journey, and maybe you really want to put yourself out there. And that may take a little bit of courage. So one thing that I want to say about this is every single time that I put something new out, there's always that, like imagine yourself jumping into a pool off of the highest diving board. And so remember those like in community centers? So imagine jumping off the highest, or the one that you're comfortable with, or if you've never dove into a pool, but just remember that feeling of that diving in, and you're just kind of like teetering on the edge of the diving board, and you're just kind of going up and down like, yep, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait a couple more seconds. Yep. And then you just go and you just do it. So I've been there, and every time we ask ourselves like these questions maybe of self-doubt, but there is no self-doubt. It's our ego. It's our ego that is saying like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do this, but spirit's like, yeah, go, like live, put yourself out there and experience whatever you need to experience. So we always learn. We always learn from the experiences, and everything that I've put out has maybe worked to a certain point, or maybe I haven't seen what I was imagining in my head. And so that means to reset, regroup, and go over it again. And that courage to do that reset, that courage to look things over and to maybe tweak a couple of things. And when we're going through that process, to know that this is our journey, and all of these experiences for things that work out and things that don't work out, it's all experience that we are supposed to learn in order to go forward. And then when we move forward and then we look back on, say, hey, you know what? I put myself out there. I had that courage. I remember being afraid. I remember being terrified. I remember teetering on that diving board. And then we look back and we're like, and I'm so glad that I went through that. And I'm so glad that I learned from that experience, because every time we go forward, it gets easier and easier and easier. It does, I promise you. The time that you kind of have that self-doubt, it does get smaller and smaller and smaller. So I'm going to read the back here of the card, and there is an affirmation as well, so I will put that down below. Courage. Courage is present when we act in spite of our fears. It is a vibration in our heart that makes us focus on our goal and move forward regardless of the difficulties. It is the inner strength we all possess. It is the determination and the endurance that we discover in ourselves when we face obstacles. It is the courage. It is then that courage comes to the surface. We use it to move forward, to learn, and to grow. Let's focus on the situation when we displayed courage. Let's feel how empowering inner strength feels in our heart. Affirmation. I am courageous. I am resilient and strong. I walk my path with gratitude. And gratitude is so, so important. Every day, say 10 things that you are grateful for. And when you do that, you raise your vibration and you attract higher quality. You attract higher quality within and the exterior as well. So having that higher quality energy attracted to you and become full, balanced, energetic, creative, and courageous being. So remember, we all have that courage to take that step, to move forward. And it is okay to feel that fear because it keeps us on our toes, but really to avoid allowing fear to take over and just keep working at it. Just keep working just the baby steps just to keep working towards what you're doing. You don't have to take huge leaps and bounds. You can if you want to, if you're ready, but those baby steps and just keep moving forward. And that courage, it is within you. So thank you so much. This is your weekly reading. This is Monday, March 1st. Have a beautiful, gorgeous week, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.